Hi guys, I hope you're keeping well. So today I have, I guess, my final bridal series video for you guys. I was planning on doing a few more, but I felt like if I shared it on here, then some of my bridesmaids and family members would see it, because they do sometimes watch my videos. So yeah, but if you have any questions or anything like that, let me know down below. I did ask on Instagram. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me on there. I'd also really love it if you subscribed to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to make a more conscious effort and upload quite frequently, at least once every week or every 2 weeks, but you know, my life is quite hectic and I have a full-time job, so this is just still a hobby for me. But I would love it if you hit the bell notification, etc, etc. So yeah, I thought I would talk to you about my wedding and some of the things I've had done to kind of be more prepared for the day. So I'm calling it like my extreme bridal prep, because there are some things in here that I've done that I consider extreme, maybe a little invasive and not necessary, but other things I'd like to talk to you about that I feel like are necessary. Now, you don't have to be a bride-to-be to follow these steps or do these things. I just, you know, I'm obviously getting married next month, and so I've been preparing for a year. So the first thing I would say, I was very like, it was one of my to-do lists or to plan, was to get regular facials. I would get a facial maybe once a year if I was lucky. Before, I have good skin, so and it was always like a treat. It was a pampering thing. So but this time I thought, you know, I'm going to be the bride. I really want to see if incorporating that into my beauty regime would make a difference, and I think it has. I found a really great place in Louisiana. It's called Glass Skin. It's on Magazine Street, so if you ever come to New Orleans or you live in New Orleans, I would highly recommend this place. It is a little bit more on the pricey end, but you get so much more for your buck. So I really like it. So I've scheduled, I think, around 4 facials for the year. So I'm getting married in September. I think I started around April, somewhere around there, and I've scheduled 4, and basically they're just whatever the consultant thought I needed, and they've been fabulous. So, you know, obviously there's exfoliating in there, there's I tried microneedling, which was a little bit painful. I had stem cells, from plant stem cells on my face. I've had like gusha, I've had rose quartz, I've had the works, and like infrared mask, I think, something like that, red light therapy, can't remember. My eyes are closed and I didn't really like look into the description, but I felt like that's really helped me. It's just kept my skin like looking really good, and as I said, I've always had good skin, but I'm very much into skincare. One of the serums that I absolutely think made a difference for me was the Lara Devgan, I think it's the CB Ferulic serum. It's just like the SkinCeuticals one, but the Lara Devgan one really worked for me. And why I would say it worked for me, it's just my texture was continuously uniform, and I think that's what really did. I don't suffer from dull skin, and I don't really have any acne prone skin, but the consistency of my skin has just maintained, and I really like that. However, I have tried this one by Circumference, Vital C Antioxidant Day Serum, and this is a lot more thicker, and it smells like lavender, which is nice, because normally vitamin C you would think of oranges, which I love too, but this one has a lavender scent to it. But a serum is so important, regardless if you're getting married or not. A serum is so important in your skincare routine. Then for creams, I tried quite a few. I did, you know, very expensive like Tata Harper. I did oh, I can't remember. I've done like Fenty, and they're all good. They've all been great, but I've actually just loved going back to the basics, and it's just never really talked about here as much as it is kind of advertised in Europe, and that is Clarins. And I chose the Multi-Active Jour SPF 20 and the Multi-Active Nuit Night revitalizing cream, and I've just been using these. They're just lightweight, they just feel very nourishing, they just feel great on my skin. So normally I would say is if you're going for a skincare brand to kind of buy the whole set, because they've been made in that manner where their serums work well with their creams, their eye creams work with their face creams, yada yada yada. So it definitely works better, but I mean, it's okay. I'm at the tail end of my bridal prep, and honestly I can't tell you that I've noticed any difference mixing them up. So I have a different eye cream, and the only reason why I have a different eye cream is because I want to finish up what I have. So I've tried to be a little bit more money conscious as well. I know like you can kind of go completely crazy when you're thinking like, oh, I'm getting married, I need to like spend so much money and I need to do this and I need to like chuck out everything and buy everything new because it's like such a happy time. I've been using the Tatcha, the Silk Peony eye cream, and the only reason why is because I think I got this as a sample and it won't finish. It's a melting eye cream, it's very nice, but would I say it's done anything like wonderful for me? No, but I just think if you keep your under eyes moisturized, I think that's all you need. But I've also been using eye treatments every minute I can get. So mostly it's every Saturday and Sunday that I'll do this. But I use the Peter Thomas Roth. This one's the 24 karat gold pure luxury lift and firm hydrogel eye patches. I like the one with the green top. It's the cucumber one. I love that one because I feel like that one really helped my under eyes. I think it had, I don't know if it was turmeric or it has, oh, maybe it was arnica. I think it has something in there that really helps with under eye darkness. And I got a set of these, and this was after I finished that one, I've gone for this one. This one's good, and it's just nice to like treat your eyes, but I wouldn't say this one's like amazing more than the green one for me, but I think it's nice to just kind of do something like that maybe you wouldn't normally. And now I actually love incorporating this into my routine. So I don't think that anything that I'm doing now, except for a few things which I'll talk to you about in a minute, are anything that I'm going to just suddenly stop doing after I get married. Lancer, the Method, I know a lot of people talk about this. This is the polish for normal to combination skin. When I'm not doing a facial every 2-3 weeks, I'm using a really good gritty texturized scrub polish to kind of like slough off my skin, and I can see it, especially if I'm wearing makeup and they can be kind of drying on your skin. You will start to see that your skin just needs like a little bit more, and I've been having allergies in the spring summer as well, so around my nose is always just kind of dry and I just need to like slough it off, and this has been the best for me. Another little treat for my eyes is my eyelashes. So I've always had long eyelashes, but I feel like in my videos, if you ever look at my past videos, you will have noticed that I have long lashes maybe when I look down, but when I look straight forward, I don't think you necessarily saw my lashes, and because they were straight. But I've been using something that I've just been blown away with, and it's given me about 2 millimeters more growth on my lashes, which sometimes when my lashes fall, I wonder what the heck it is because it's so long. I'm like, what part of my body has this come from? And it's like an eyelash, but it's given a curl. So I don't curl my lashes. I've never been into curling my lashes. It doesn't necessarily work for me, but this is just curled. If I use a mascara that has curling power, it kind of just holds it. It's become thicker and it's just become fuller, and it's just given me such a softer look, and I've really been loving it. So it's by Revitalash Cosmetics. This is the Revitalash Advanced Eyelash Conditioner. I'm so excited because recently they came out with a sensitive, because everyone who's commented on my lashes have asked me, and I've said, oh, I use Revitalash, and they're like, oh, it doesn't work for me, it makes my eyes itchy, or oh, maybe I'll just like push through it, and you shouldn't do that. So I'm so happy that they've come out with a sensitive line depending on what you need, and so those who may have had sensitivity to any eyelash conditioner could try this brand. It is pricey, but if you buy their little sets, it's well worth it. And this one is the bigger version, but it's lasted me for at least 7 months, and I use this every night, and now I kind of Missanite, and just because there's no reason why I'm doing that, I'm just doing that. Probably because I'm sure I'm on the tail end of things and I just want to kind of like spread it more like across the board for the upcoming weeks. But it's been fantastic, and I've used other products from them like the eye blur eye cream, which is good as well. I do like that one, but this one was the showstopper for me. This has just been fantastic. Again, something I will definitely not stop purchasing just because I'm getting married, and I highly recommend Revitalash. It's just MD based and just dermatology based, and it's just scientific and it works, and it's one of like the longest ones out there for eyes and eyebrow treatments, and it's phenomenal. I really want to try their eyebrow conditioning serum as well. They have a great line, so this would be my like treat yourself part, but don't skip out on, and especially if you've got any event going on or you just want like a refresh, a new look. The power of an eyelash is strong, so definitely recommend that. And so the invasive things, I guess I would say, or the extreme makeovers that I've had, one is my braces. So I had Invisalign. I actually didn't know I was getting engaged when I had Invisalign in, but I knew it was going to come at some point, and I knew that I would want my teeth corrected. So I had Invisalign for 12 months, and this is what the outcome is. I have to show you a before because it's horrendous, and I always forget that I looked like that, and I'm like, oh my god. I'll tell Nick sometimes, I'm like, you fancied me when I looked like this, and he was like, yeah, you look the same. I'm like, oh great. But my teeth have just been, it's such a game changer. I love smiling. I have a great smile. I've always had a great smile, but just correcting this has been really good, and it's also really helped with me when and my jaw clenching. When I get stressed, I clench my jaw a lot, and I've had a lot of jaw issues. So but aligning my teeth to have a good bite has just somehow like corrected everything else as well. So I'm really appreciative of that. So I really like that. I haven't done anything professionally for teeth whitening for my wedding. However, I've started incorporating the Colgate Optic White Overnight pen. I don't love this, but I can't say it hasn't kept my teeth, or it's starting to become very white. I drink coffee every day, 1 cup, 2 cups a day, so I definitely need it. I don't really drink wine or anything else that stains my teeth except coffee. I like that this is a pen, and I haven't had any sensitivity with this. I don't use it every night. I use it maybe 3 times a week. I'm trying to see where it's going, but I mean, I'm wearing a beautiful red lipstick that has a nice blue undertone, so it definitely makes my teeth look very white. But I think they have definitely whitened with this. It's not like I'm not sure. I'm not really familiar with the strips and anything, but I really like that. So that's something else that I've done. And I think only one of you have commented on this, and I don't know if you're a YouTube subscriber of mine as well, but they commented on Instagram and they said, have you got your lips done? And I have. So I went to the consultant clinic in London and Harley Street, and I got lip filler because I think it needed, my face needed some balancing, and I think it's really pretty. I think it's very natural looking, and yeah, I got my lips done. So I think it just matches like a little bit better. I've got more volume in it. I've lost a lot of volume, and my lips were just getting very dry looking, and so it just needed some sort of like moisture injected in there. So I really like it, and I think it just like fits my smile, fits my face and everything. So that would be my invasive thing that I've done for bridal prep. And then the last thing that I would say is quite invasive is I got a little bit of cheek filler. So I have been working out really quite well throughout this period to firm and tone. I don't need to lose weight at all. I'm pretty small, but I have a lot of lax, loose skin. It's just genetic, and it makes me look bigger than I am sometimes, and I'm definitely one of those people that just needs to really work the angles better when photographing, because I can look very big and I can look normal, and it's quite frustrating, to be honest. And when I lose weight, my skin doesn't kind of bounce back, and I'm not old like that where it shouldn't. It should just bounce back and tighten, but it hasn't. And so my arms is probably like my hardest one, like my tricep area, and then my belly. If I like kind of like lift the flab of skin up, you can see like I'm very nice and tight. So I don't even know where I was going with this and what I was going to talk about. Oh, skin laxity. So yeah, so I have like very loose skin. So the other invasive things that I've done is baby Botox, and I've also done Dysport as well, which is another kind of Botox. So I've done that on my face. So I've done this especially because I have like the droopy eyelids, and so I've been lifted up. It's by 1.5 millimeters actually, and you might not have noticed, but I notice because I look at my face every day. And so it's just kind of opened my eye area up so that you know, eyeshadow placement's a little bit better. And I've got a little bit on my forehead, but you know, you can still see wrinkle lines, and I can kind of frown. So I've had some baby Botox as well. I think that's about it for like invasive extreme stuff. I don't think there's anything else that I need to do. The other thing that I've had an issue with that I might go get sorted is the lines on my neck. I have those like computer lines, and as I said, look, this is my skin laxity. It's just genetic. It's just who I am. It doesn't matter if I lose weight, gain weight, this is always there. And I've been told that that won't fix unless I do surgery, which I'm just not going to do. Not at this time anyway. It's not that bad. But you know, it's nice to kind of soften these up. So I might do a little bit of micro filler here just to soften the lines, not to take them away, but just soften them, because I feel like I'm wearing like a dress, and this is probably the part that I really don't like about myself, is my neck. So you know, that might be like another extreme thing that I do, but we'll see. I'll speak to my doctor next week. I go to my dermatologist physician, and he does these things as well for me in New Orleans, and I really trust his opinion. And what else have I done for bridal prep? Oh, hair. So I haven't used a GHD in over a year. I cannot believe this. I've used a GHD since I was 15 years old. I never gone a day without a GHD straightener, so it's been quite a challenge for me. So what I've done is basically just dyed my hair one color, but in the summer my hair changes because of the sun. So I'm not sure if this is going to pick up, but it's a lot lighter on the ends, and there's some blonde bits just because that's how my hair reacts in the strong heat. It's all pretty much one layer, and I've just done that for basic, just like for it to be basic and give the opportunity to be a bit more of a blank canvas for my hairstylist on the day. I'm growing it, and the way I've grown it has been with prenatal vitamins, and you can get anyone. I like Vitafusion. I get them on Amazon, and they've been great for my nails too. But Olaplex has been fantastic for me. The No. 5 Bond Maintenance Conditioner is not a great conditioner, but it helps and pairs well with the shampoo, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And then the No. 4 Bond Maintenance Shampoo, which repairs, strengthens and nourishes for all hair types. This needs a very little amount to lather your hair, so be very careful. Normally I'm very used to like squirting a good amount of shampoo for my long hair. This you do not need to, and I have long hair. The conditioner, it goes well, and I don't know why. I can't think of a reason why it goes well, but I know it just does. But I don't feel like it gives me that really nice, like soft, like silkiness in the shower that you sometimes get with others. And that might be because it doesn't have silicone and it's very clean and everything, and you know, all that. So I'm not like in love with the conditioner, but I think they just go really well, and they've really helped my hair. My hair was blonder last year, and it got really over processed, and the strands of my hair, and I think I've talked about this before, like one strand of my hair, if you can even believe it, felt half the thickness of this strand. It was just, I felt like, I'm so lucky my hair didn't fall off, to be honest. Like, some people just know hair and some people just go too aggressive with it, and rather than like a hairstylist telling me, hey, what you want needs stages, they just kind of tried to do it all at once. I stayed in a salon for 7 hours one time. I've never done that in England, so it was very shocking for me, and I had to really rebuild the strength and condition of my hair. So I've been really focusing on that. The other way I do that is after the shower I put a leave-in conditioner, so that kind of helps me have that feeling of softness that I'm looking for once I use the Olaplex conditioner. So I do a leave-in conditioner. I think I just have like the IGK one. Any leave-in conditioner will do, and then I will use Moroccan oil and I will run that through the ends, and then really use a detangling spray, run it through my ends, and it'll feel great. And then once I've styled it, I use a Dyson hairdryer. But right now, don't look at this and don't judge it, I'm trying. I'm using the Dyson Airwrap. I don't know. It doesn't look like anything like the 10 tutorials I've watched on YouTube, and the only reason why I think that that's the case is because I don't have layers in my hair. Now, I'm an impatient person anyway, and the fact that I had to section my hair off to curl really annoyed me. Now with my GHDs, I am sectioning too, but you have to be a bit more mindful with the Dyson Airwrap, right? So it was just like a little bit more of a process, but I've got it down as to how to curl. I just need to figure out how I need to like have them hold better, and my hair is quite heavy and weighty and long right now, so they drop, and it's not the drop is not bad, but they just constantly fuse together. And I think what it is just I literally do this, split it in half and then pull out and pull out little sections and do it. But I think what I have to do is section it like this and then section in layers like that, and then do the down and then do the top, and I think it will give me more volume and it will separate it a little bit more. But once I've done that, I use the Davines oil. I love the Davines range. Actually, that's one thing that I wish I did as well, was switch over to the shampoo and conditioner by Davines. I love them. I love the scent. It reminds me of my old hairdresser in England, but I also it works really well for my hair. But the oil is just fantastic. Again, love the smell. It's a little bit more of a drier oil than the Moroccan. The Moroccan's got like a little bit more viscosity or like weightness to it, you know. This one's a little bit lighter, and it's a great finishing one. I feel like the Moroccan one's too heavy as a finishing oil for me, but this one I will just run through, and even like the next day I'll just have it on my hand and I will like separate my curls and I'll just run them through like that, and it just kind of cleans them up. And I really like it. So that's what I've been doing for my hair. I've also been getting it like trimmed every 6 months, which I'd never normally do. I'm due next week, I think, for my final haircut and color, which is kind of exciting. And yeah,